Well, I have a couple things really quickly, and I use this in interviews, and I'm getting other people to say it. Just point of clarity here. We're not hiring a consultant. So, and I do that. I would like to say that I used to exclusively do that with college graduates because I had this affinity for young people and influencing and shaping. The problem is, that system's broken a little bit. So I'm finding out that the inbound college graduate that I'm talking to still doesn't have a lot of mission driven approach to their lives. They're still discovering. And if on top of that, they have an entitlement gene, like the basic thing is I should get to hang out here and get paid what I want. And I'll let you know. Right. So what I say is this may be uncomfortable. I used to say it. I practice it on young. I'm not asking for a consultant. However, I value what you see and your input. So we're going to go through this period and then my door is open. So you get past the 90 days and you've got a bunch of great ideas or you see things, come in my office and share them with me because I'm not new to this company and I'm not seeing that. You know what I mean? But if they, what happens, by the way, they rarely come because we're engaging them. But what used to happen is people wanted to look at the company and tell us what we should be doing as a company when they come into, when they enter. Now, when you have people with history and you do that to them, it's my way to get them to self-extract because people will say, I'm looking for this new chapter. I really want to get to a place where there's a community and everybody values, they say these things. And then I go, and then I do my consultant thing and you can see it like, well, wait a second. What they're wanting is I want to be in a company where I'm appreciated for my tenure and we all get along. Right. So to me, what should an employee expect is what I wish we would teach is a little more, give me a chance, a little more like I've done all these things, but man, give me a chance at this. And how can they have that attitude of give me a chance at this if you haven't got them pumped up about the chance, right? So when I see people going, before I give people to someone else in my company, I go, I have everything and nothing to do with you getting hired. But how do you feel right now? Oh, I really this sounds like a really good experience. And I go, so one thing I want you to remember, don't take this job if you think you're talking to a crazy person, because I'm not going anywhere, right? So this is it. Even if you talk to someone and go, hey, you don't have to talk to them very much. This is it. So don't take it. And then I say, don't take a job. If you don't take this job, if you don't realize that you're playing in the bigs, like these people beyond their worst day, which you can't judge them by, they are really good at their work. So come here and be really good. Like Disney, bloom where you're planted and then everything else happens. That's a Disney phrase.
You know what? There's 5 things that jump to mind. I think primary thing any employer can provide you is training and opportunity, right? You should be looking for compensation, obviously competitive compensation that matches what the value you bring is. So there's a basic quality of life benefits that should be, I would think, included. I think if you're a developing contributor, that's a code Michael and I use for somebody who's early on in their business career launch. I think you should be looking for professional development opportunities, people you can learn from, a company that you can learn from. I think, and Khalil, you talk about this all the time. I think you want meaningful work, and I think what the employer can add there, the final thing really is perspective. If you're working in a wood shop, it's great. I'm expecting that you enjoy doing that work, but we need to help you understand, what we do here in this building, and we're an operations and build company. We help the world trade, right? That's a very noble thing to do. The work is fun, it's fast, it's visual, it's hard, but it's work with purpose. But I think giving employees, particularly those new to the industry, some perspective of nothing in the world happens without sales. the dishwasher at your house, the plates in the cabinet, the car in the driveway, the guy mowing the lawn, the dinner out, all of it is based on a buy sell thing. And so transaction in a moment. And so what we do is, we create environments that allow those buy sell moments to happen. It really is, I think, a very noble thing. So I think part of an employer's responsibility to set expectations properly is remind people that, it's not just the thing you're doing at that desk or at that work table or out on the show floor. There's a greater purpose, and be proud of that and take the joy in that. So I think that's a big part of it.